Today we'll do this activities for happy couple. There are 120 activities in your syllabus for marriage relationship counseling and family therapy. When you use these activities with your clients, you engage them. Use at least 1 or 2 activities at every session so that the client feels that they are engaged with you. They have some assignment to go back. Even if sometimes a single person is coming to you, right? So you help them because they have no one to help. So you will give them some activities. If they can involve their partner, it's okay. If they cannot involve their partner, they do themselves. Some of the activities you can do on your own. Some of the activities your partner is required. Okay. Or if a single person is there, you can tell them some other things. We'll have a separate session for the single person, right? Counseling. As of now, we assume that both the couple have come together. Okay. So out of these 120 couple activities, you choose which you want to tell the client. Okay. If you do not remember all these activities, it's okay. You can open the book in front of the client, right? No problem. So you can choose which activity you want to start with. If both the couple are in front of you, some of the activities are like that, which you should do with them. A counselor is supposed to do with them. Some activities are wherein you give some activity to the client and client goes home and they will do it on their own. Okay. Every activity has an objective. So the objective can be rekindle love, rekindle passion, improve trust, reduce boredom. Okay. Or it can be the different objectives. Okay. So you identify what is the objective of the couple and you give the activities. Sometimes you may find it difficult. Oh my God, the couple has the objective of a trust. Now, where is the activity for the trust? Right? It is a very natural thing. You may not remember all 120 activities. So what you will do, you will open the book. If you can find that activity for trust in next 30 seconds, 60 seconds max, good. If you cannot find, ideally you should have written your notes that this, you can put a bookmark, you can put a post-it note, and you can write down that this activity is for this particular objective. If you have not done this exercise, then you will select whichever activity comes to you in front of your eyes and give it to the client because you don't want to look dumb in front of your clients. Okay. So today onwards, everyone has this exercise. You will open up the activities. You will find what is the objective of the activity after reading the activity, and you will write it on the post-it note and paste your post-it note like this half part. Okay. So that next time when you have a couple with a particular objective, you decide the objective. So you can write, you can open up and you can tell them this particular activity. There are some simple activities like write a love letter to each other. Imagine yourself being in a relationship. You are at a 1 year of your relationship, 1 month of a relationship. I don't think so. 1 year is a young relationship, but still. So 1 month relationship, 1 week relationship, or you are yet to get married and you want to propose to each other. So what is happening here? There is a psychological phenomenon. Everyone stop going through your book. Pay attention now. So when you imagine that you are getting married and you start writing a love letter to each other, proposal letter, why you should marry me. Okay. So what you're doing is you are appreciating yourself. Okay. You are appreciating the other person. And while you are appreciating yourself, you realize that over this past few years of my marriage, am I the same person truthfully? Right? When you appreciate the other person, you understand that you, for number one, you acknowledge their appreciation. You acknowledge that they have these good qualities. And number two thing, the client is putting forward what is their expectation. Understood, right? So before marriage, sometimes the client comes to you, a couple comes to you and says that before marriage, the picture was different. Now the picture is different, right? So many times. So this love letter, it helps you to identify what is their expectation from a spouse. Okay. Then you divide their expectation into three issues. Okay, three types of expectations. What are those three types? One is you can ignore, doesn't matter, you can live with that. Second is important, but you can still compromise. Okay. And number three is critical for the relationship to continue. So you divide that. So simple exercise, writing a love letter or writing a letter to each other, present time or past time, before marriage, after marriage, that helps you to understand what is the issue. It will help you open up the communication between the couple. Okay. If do not give them rules. Okay. Don't say that you cannot do this. Do allow them complete freedom. If they want to abuse each other, anything, it's okay. Allow them to write on the letter if they want to show their hatred, because that will open up the communication. And always tell them, remember this, that you will say, I am non-biased, I'm non-judgmental, and I am not on anyone's side. I'm not your parent, I'm not you. So I will help you as a scientific third party, non-biased, non-prejudiced person. Right? Now, sometimes interesting thing happens when you're talking of writing the letters from the previous time or the present time. So you can also tell them that when you were a teenager, when you were growing up, what kind of image you had when you had about your spouse. You may come up with very weird imagination or expectations, right? And now ask them, the first question you will ask is, what image you had during your childhood or teenager age, adolescent age, or as a young adult about your spouse, to be spouse. Out of this, when you have grown to till date, okay, which of these expectations are still valid? You want to continue. You want to see in your partner. Okay. Out of this, then you help them match. Right. You cannot change the couple. You cannot change the spouse now. Right. So you have to match this. Then you again divide it into three types. The expectations which are not important, ignore them. The expectations, they are important, but you can compromise, because either other party will compromise or you will compromise. You discuss. Other last one is the expectation which is very critical for the maintenance of the relationship. I will give simple example. As a young adult, someone may decide that he or she wants a spouse who does not eat non-veg. And now by the age of 30, 35, you start eating non-veg yourself. So that expectation has changed. Another example. So my spouse should have a government job. Okay. Doesn't have a government job, or lost a government job, or lost a job, or in a better business or better job, or maybe a low profile job. So does that impair your relationship? Okay. If it impairs the relationship, you do not understand what marriage is. Right. So another example, spouse should not drink at all. Right. Now it may change over the time that spouse can drink occasionally, or it may continue that spouse should not drink. Then you divide that with how frequently your spouse is drinking, right? And can the spouse compromise, or can you compromise? So being a drunkard is different, and drinking occasionally is different. Now, sometimes some marriage counselors, they watch this Hindi serials and in Hindi movies, and they tell the client, you need bonding. For bonding, what you do, you take a holiday. Good. Hey, come on, what are you talking nonsense? A holiday means at least 1 lakh cost is there. They have to take a leave. Okay, they have to plan where the children will go, where the parents will do, what to do, everything. Right? It's not easy. And a couple who is living since a few years, going for holiday for 4 days, it does not repair the relationship. Relationship is repaired with communication, with a talk. And that talk cannot be by parents, cannot be among the couple. It has to be rooted through third party, a third party who is non-biased, each one of you. Okay. A marriage counselor. So telling a couple go for a holiday, that will repair your relation. Hey, it works only in Hindi movies and nowhere else. Okay. Now, sometimes a couple may say that they do not understand each other. Okay. So no need to go through the book as of now. Okay, just relax. Follow this lecture because you have the assignment after this session. The assignment is you will go through the couple activity book, right? You will go through the couple activity book and you will read all the 120 couple activities and you will write down your notes. You will put your post-it notes, which couple activity, what is objective. Okay, so that at least in your mind you know that yes, I have read this objective and I can flip through that particular page and I can give that assignment to the client. Okay, but again, if you do not remember on the time, you can always open the book in front of client. If you cannot find, even after opening the book, you're average student, it's okay, you can still earn good because you are smart. You are not putting your effort to find out. What you are doing is eeny meeny miny mo, just flip through. Yes, today you will do this activity, good, still you are a good marriage counselor. Okay, don't worry. So average students can still be a good entrepreneurs. Now, sometimes a couple may say that no, he or she does not understand me. Okay. So what you do, first you will do the relationship test. Okay. Then identify what are the gaps, open up the communication. But simultaneously, every time they go home, you have to give some couple activity so that they feel that they have some assignment to do. Okay. They feel engaged with you. So you can do certain activities like you swap their hobbies. Okay. Ask, what do you like? What are your hobbies? Right. Then you ask that, okay, which of this hobby you are planning, which of this hobby from her side he can take up as an assignment for this week and exchange. Okay, this is a simple exercise. Okay, at a subconscious level it works. Those students who are doing psychotherapy, they understand that when you act at a subconscious level, that is a very strong thing. So certainly they start understanding each other because they are exchanging their hobbies. Okay, it happens only in movies that to exchange the roles, you become a father, you become a mother, you go to office. That happens only in Hindi movies. It doesn't happen in real life. So simple thing, you start exchange your hobby. Okay, number two, don't say that exchange your role for cooking. That is a terrible advice. Okay, more fights will happen. So because it's better to tell them that cook together. Okay, when I say cook together, it's not necessary that you have to spoil the food. It can be simply washing your vegetables, okay, drying the vegetables, chopping some vegetables, okay, or uh, setting up the mood, or helping, whatever the help she wants or he wants, okay, right? So role swapping, I'm not in favor of, okay. You can try doing it if you wish. Start with your own marriage and then give me the feedback also. If you like it, then I will involve in next edition of the book. So as of now, you can do help each other. Okay, right. Now, one of the activity which helps them to maintain common goal. Okay, so sometimes a couple is drifting away. So sometimes a couple comes to you saying that, okay, we want to stay in marriage, but there is a boredom. Okay, and we feel that we are drifting away. So there is a test for that. You will run the relationship test whether they are really drifting away, right? And what you need is they don't want to separate. Obviously, they are still committed. They want to be marriage, but they want to come together. That is the objective they have come, right? Just saying no, everything will happen with time. That is a time pass. Never do that. So give them some activities. Okay, first 5 sessions you will do relationship test, and every session also you will do some activities. So some activities you will start from very easy and basic. Some activities for trust, building up trust, reducing boredom, rekindle passion, rekindle love. And one of the activity will be uh, plan your goals together. Okay. So what is the drifting part? Where do they drift? Identify from the relationship test. They can be drifting away from their common friends. Now friends have changed. Okay. They have less common friends. Financial goals. Okay. Dreams, vacation planning, right? Planning for children, planning for themselves. What do you visualize yourself after 5 years? Right? All those things. So these are the questions that lead us. Where are you drifting away? And you give activity for each of them. Okay. So what you do now, in front of me, you will sit and you will plan your vacation. Okay. Imagine that you have no constraint for the money. Okay. You have to tell them this presumptive is there. Imagine that there is no constraint for money, and in that constraint, you want to plan your vacation. So, what are the things you will plan? Okay. Both will come with different ideas. Do not validate or invalidate one idea. Okay. Note down all those things. Ask them to note down independently. Okay. Now, you will ask her and him to clarify why you want this. What is your justification for this particular vacation? So what is happening is you are opening up their communication to explain, to clarify, open your heart. Okay. When I'm saying that we should go Italy, why Italy? Okay. Right. So if I'm saying no to your choice, why no to that choice? Okay. Or you want to club together, or you want to have a separate vacation, both the places. Right. So you are helping them open up their communication channel. So basically, you are teaching them how to talk. Stupid nonsense people, you don't know how to talk. You always keep on fighting, right? As husbands and wife, I'm teaching you how to talk like a civilized human beings. Okay, right? Or one person is like stonewalling, not talking. Okay, one person is just planning something and it is happening. So you are teaching them how to talk. Another, maybe you help them. Okay, you plan your financial goals together. What are your milestones? So milestones will be children education, children graduation, masters, marriage, your retirement, your house, your car, your vacations. Okay. So now you plan together, you budget together. Even if one person is not earning, involve the other person. Okay. Obviously, this planning, financial planning cannot happen if both are or one party is looking for separation. Because in that case, they want to hide their finances. Right. Questions? We'll have 1 minute for questions, then we'll start next thing. Unless you see what is happening, many students, those who are going for August exam, they read only this book. Okay, I have noticed that. Right, the previous batch student, those who are going for August exam, you will read this book because all the questions are from this book. You ignore this book, but this book is more important or equally important. Okay, this book will give you theory plus relationship test, and this book will give you the couple activities. So couple activities you will have to learn, read on your own, apply on people. You can start applying in your own life also. The couple activity. Select couple activity, only 5 couple activity, whichever you like. Okay, and apply with your life. Tell your friends. Okay, and then please watch the video for marriage exam, August exam. Everyone has got that video in your WhatsApp. Exam date, everyone knows. I'm writing it here. Okay, this is a final exam date. This for the previous batch students. Okay. Okay. So I will take this Vinny's question. So which is the first relationship test I should use? Okay. First session, you plan your session. First session, the couple has come to you, they pay you for one session only. You talk to them, you understand. Okay. You listen to both of them, right? All their rubbish, they will talk. And you identify that, okay, this is a problem area. Relationship, okay, bonding, trust, respect, anger, stonewalling, criticism. Okay, if all of this tick mark, they should separate. You tell them that get out. You are completely hopeless and gone case. No one can help you. Okay, but you will ideally identify 3 to 4 topics. Okay, which they need help, right? And choose apply those tests. So in the book, the tests are very clear. Which test to apply where you don't have to read. You read the heading, you know what is the test where to apply. And when you apply the test, you tell them that now second session onwards, I will start using the test on you. You make a plan before ending the first session. You tell them, next session, I will do a relationship test for you for respect. Okay. Since you have mentioned that your partner is blocking you, stonewalling you, we will do one test on that. Okay. So that will be sixth session. Okay. So the second session is going to be both the couple together sitting test. Then one spouse test, third session. Fourth session is another spouse test. The sixth session is communication. You analyze the test in front of them, discuss them, ask the questions, ask the examples, right? You tell them at the end of the first session that I will do the test. The test has two things. One is it will help me identify very scientifically non-judgmental. Okay. It will help you also identify what is the problem between you. Okay. Right. And this test is a questionnaire test. You will do it from me. And the second objective it will serve is it will help you open up the communication. Right. Presently, both of you are blaming each other or talking something, but it will channelize the communication in a very systematic way through me. Okay. So I will, and this will resolve your 50% problems, because the problems are coming because of either misunderstanding or lack of communication. I will help you direct your communication in the exactly pinpointed place, because I'm going to run the test on you. And each test has around 20 questions. Okay. So they will like it very well that you are so systematic and scientific. All other marriage counselors, they are talking from their own, you know. Yes, same test. Second session, the test with the couple together. Third session, same test with the single spouse. And fourth session, single spouse, next single spouse. Okay. Then fifth session onwards, you talk from that. Every session, you will give the couple activity. So approximately 5 to 6 sessions will go for one test. And a couple typically needs 2 or 3 tests. Okay. Sometimes couple will say that, ma'am, love is a problem. Can you give us some test on that? So you can have a fun. You can say that already you're diagnosed it. But okay, actually love has a different component. Which exact part of your love has a problem? Okay, I will tell you from the test. So you can run that test, take 5 more sessions. They like visiting you, because they cannot go to their parents, they cannot go to their friends, they cannot talk to each other. So you are the best person. Okay. Pooja, what Pooja is asking, what if the client doesn't cooperate for the test and activities? Those clients will not come to you, right? So what do they want? You ask them. That is a hypothetical question. Any client coming to you, they want a solution. They come with objective and they are looking for a solution. So now you tell them that this is a solution, this is a way for the solution, right? So they agree, right? And they like you more because you are doing something. You are not only talking, right? Okay. So one of them, it's okay if one partner doesn't get involved, doesn't matter. We will have a separate session for that, how to manage a single partner. Harsha and Pooja will have that separate. Okay. Another question? Another question? So everyone today, okay, start and take 2 days. By Friday, you will finish this book and you will activities for happy couple, and you will find out which objective matches with which activity. Okay. So the Okay, you will do that. First, you should know what are the objectives. Okay, so fundamentally, broad objectives, if you decide, a couple comes to you for 5 or 6 things. They want to repair a relationship. Okay, they want to separate out. They want to reduce boredom. Okay, they want to get excited. They want to rekindle love. They want to rekindle passion. They come for building up their trust. Okay, right. Number five, they want to open up their communication. Right. No one is there to root their communication because parents are always biased and friends are judgmental, or sometimes friends are happy to see that your marriage is broken. Yeah. So that is a that is why they come to a third party who is non-biased. Okay. So you should not take your friends as marriage counseling clients. Ideally, if they insist, it's okay. There are two problems with that. Number one, they will not pay you. Number two, they are always going to be very self-conscious. Oh, you are going to be judgmental for one party, you are going to be one biased. And number three, you will talk about their marriage with your spouse. That is much more, right? Okay. So that's how humans are made. Yeah. And number four, you know your diagnosis if you enjoy the story. Okay, so the diagnosis is I'm writing here. No, I will not write. You do your own diagnosis. Yeah. So cover of the book gives what are the objectives. So no need to write, Smriti. The cover of the book has written the object. I'm reading from there only. Okay. Now there is one chapter. Okay. Loneliness versus solitude. Okay. So one of the spouse may be surrounded by a family, may be surrounded by another spouse, but still feels lonely. Okay. And sometimes a spouse staying in solitude feels involved. Okay. So loneliness is a disease, one of the signs of depression. Okay. So if someone says that I feel ignored by the partner, I feel lonely by the partner. So you have to run the relationship test, couple activity, plus you have to help this person psychologically also. So majority of your clients, they need psychological counseling also. So a good marriage counselor is the one who is a certified psychology counselor as well as marriage counselor. Okay. Because you understand both the aspects and you can help them. Right. So now it is a very difficult topic to discuss whether psychological conditions causes broken marriages or broken marriages causes psychological illness. So that is a topic you should discuss with your, you know, yeah. But you get clients. So psychology counseling people, psychologists, they get 50% people who have issues in their marriage because 90% of the troubles they come because of good answer. So because of marriage or turbulent marriage, right? And in marriage counseling, 50% of the times you will realize that one of the partner has some condition. Okay. That condition may be bipolar disorder, depression, personality disorder, okay, or anxiety. So most common being anxiety and depression. Okay, you will find that. So sometimes they plan something together, and one person cancels the plan on the time. Okay, at the time. So this person has anxiety. One who's canceling on time. That is a classical thing. Okay, classical example. Now, there are steps. Sometimes someone is in an abusive relationship, and now there can be two aspects. Okay, I'm talking from this book now. Someone can have been in an abusive relationship, and now can be two aspects. One is they want to get out of the relationship, and two is they don't want to get out of the relationship. If someone says you that they don't want to get out of the relationship, you have no right to convince them you have to get out. Okay, they don't want to get out because of many reasons, maybe social taboo, financial burden, children, or family, or whatever is the reason. You have to respect that. Okay, you cannot say no, 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 you go become a beggar, but you have to get out of the relationship. You don't have financial independence. Okay, you cannot say that government will take care of you. So first you find out which government will take care, which is the government body, which is the ashram which takes care, and what happens to those women who go there. They live life in hell. Okay, very bad. So whatever is the decision, so you respect that. Don't try to convince otherwise. The other may be, someone may say that they want to get out of the abusive relationship. Okay, so here again, don't say that no, no, my success is when I make both of you couple together. I will not allow you to get out because it will affect your children. You have no right to do that. You are not their parents, you are not their children, you are not their spouse. You are a marriage counselor, so you have to respect that decision, and you have to help them. So to get out of an abusive relationship, there are certain steps. Around 9 steps are there. They are mentioned in the book. Okay. You will read, understand, and apply. Okay. Now, this was one aspect. Okay. To get out of abusive relationship, there is another aspect to be connected with your partner. Okay. So a client may not be able to articulate that, right? But client may need a way to reconnect with the partner. That reconnection may be with emotions or some actions or maybe communication, verbal communication. So you help the client in that. Okay. So for before you do that, obviously you will run the relationship test. Okay. That stonewalling one, and one more relationship test you will run. So I'm not able to remember. So I'm going to check the book. Okay. That's still a good idea. So how lonely is your marriage or parallel lives? Either one of these tests you can run or both the tests you can run. Okay. And then you can tell certain steps, okay, for the partner to be connected. So the connection can be at emotional level, verbal communication, or it can be through gestures, through actions. Okay. So the steps are mentioned in the book. You will read that and you will follow that. Okay. You can use your own wisdom. If you are blessed to have a good spouse, then you can think what your spouse is doing for you. Yeah, you're not a good spouse. So and so and then you can apply. And if you happen to be good spouse, that your spouse is lucky to have you, then you can think what are the steps you do for your spouse. Okay. And not a single marriage is going to be there where both the spouse are good. So don't worry. If in your own marriage only one spouse or you are good, don't worry. And don't feel bad if your spouse is good and you are not. It's okay. Okay. And now Pooja has asked an interesting question. If one partner wants to come out of relationship, other doesn't, nothing can be done in this scenario. They typically will not come to a marriage counselor. They will go to a lawyer. And lawyer will say that in India, consensual divorce, okay, both the party go together and say that we want a divorce. It's very difficult. Okay, especially if you have a child. And when one party wants divorce, other doesn't want, this divorce does not happen 10 years, 15 years. Okay. Okay. So, but if somehow this client lands to you. You help that one client with whatever things you can, certain steps, especially to cope up this time. Okay, to cope up emotionally, right? So if you are a student of psychotherapy from us, you will apply those techniques. If you are a student of psychology counseling, then you will apply the tips which you give to the client. So what are the problems they are going through? Emotional turbulence. One is depression, second is anxiety. Okay, maybe PTSD also if it is a traumatic marriage. Okay. Now someone may ask the question of infidelity. The next question, someone is going to type. So I read your mind. So if one partner commits infidelity, okay, this is a really difficult scenario, right? So now here the person who has come to you will ask, what do you want? Okay. If she says or he says, I still want to continue, you don't put your marriage in between them. Okay. You don't say, no, no, if my husband does this with me, I will kill him. No one cares what you do with your husband. Okay. You are already killing him probably daily. Still he is surviving. But the question is what they want. Okay, you cannot advise them that no, no, you have to punish this person and you have to separate. No, if they want to still come together, what are the steps you should do? So the steps are going to be to build the trust, to open up the communication, and to forgive and to accept. Okay, this trust and opening communication will happen from the couple activities, and forgiveness and acceptance will happen from psychotherapy. Okay, and it will happen over the time. So counselor, we should question I could not understand probably. So how the counselor can develop trust with the client that they are non-biased for both of them. So easy way for doing that is to say upfront. Okay, when you get a client in the first session itself, at the beginning of the session or before taking the payment, you tell the client that I am non-biased, non-judgmental, non-prejudiced person. I'm very scientific. I have learned the relationship test. I have learned couple activity. Before identifying any issue between you, I will listen your story. I will hear to you. I will understand. I will make my own notes, and I will run some relationship test with you so that scientifically I understand exactly where is the problem, right? And then I will help up open up your communication and resolve your issues. So you say that, okay, there is no other way to build your trust with the client. You have to say that, and you have to tell them what are the steps you are going to do. Okay, then they will develop a trust. In the world there are always people who have trust issues. Okay, they need psychotherapy sessions. They cannot trust their parents, they cannot trust their children, they cannot trust their husbands, wives. Yeah, you are laughing. So they cannot trust their self also. So they need some sessions. Okay, so but typically those who come to us, they trust. Okay, and you have to maintain that aspect also. Correct. Sometimes they need emotional support only. So if someone needs emotional support, then you can say how you as a couple can become each other's emotional support. Or if you want to become a third party emotional support, you can charge them and continue to be their emotional support. Okay? But don't become their friends. Always be paid friend. Good, Madhu. You are studying very well. Now, in psychology counseling, it is common that client comes to you for talk and they are looking for something, tips to follow or something to do. In marriage counseling, traditionally, most of the marriage counselors in the market, they are not doing anything. They are talking from their own wisdom and they are absolutely not helping any client. Okay, so the client keeps on roaming here, there, and they say that, yeah, we have gone to marriage counselor, she talked and nothing happened, and now I give up the relationship, right? But you who have learned from us, you are learning very systematic relationship test. You are learning couple activities. So in the market, marriage counselors don't know. If you apply this, I guarantee you, more than 95% of your clients, you will have success. Okay. The success is not to get them back. The success is what they want. Okay, and whether they like you as a marriage counselor, whether they refer you next clients, whether they come to you for next 5 sessions. That is a definition of success. Okay. If a client doesn't come to you next time and says, ma'am, you are very good, you are best, it means you are below average because they are not come to you next time. Okay. But if a client refers you, they come to you, if they have been able to solve their issues or separate out peacefully, whatever they want. Okay. If a client says that they won't separate out peacefully, your objective is to help them separate out peacefully and negotiate their terms. Right? So that is the definition of a good marriage counselor. Okay? But I assure you that if you use relationship test, couple activity, you will be able to help maximum of your clients, 90 more than 95%. Okay, and those 5% clients you are not able to help, that is a problem with the client, not with the you. Those clients were not. Questions? And whatever you are learning weekly, start applying on the clients. Okay, help people. Right? If you wish to take my internship wherein I give you live clients to practice, you can talk to me. Right? My internship is the only internship in the market where you get live clients to practice and help them and earn money also. Anyone has any question related topic? Otherwise, we end today. For before we meet next time, everyone has assignment. Okay, you will go through the book. There's couple activity, and you will mark your post-it notes. Right? What is the objective of each activity? Okay, same objective may be there in 4 or 5 activities. It is okay. It's good, so that you can tell them different activities for the same objective. Those who have not received the couple activity book and received only one book, WhatsApp me right now. Okay. Those who have not received both the books and for the new batch, fresh batch, Feb batch, they can also WhatsApp me. Both will be dispatched on Saturday. Okay. If you have WhatsApp me earlier that you have not received couple activity book, you can still WhatsApp me now again. Do it now, right now. Okay. I know it is after 5 p.m., but yes, because I have to send a mail to logistics so that you are not missed out. Okay. Any question? Do not apply the relationship test in your own marriage unless you are planning for. Not in this chat, my dear. WhatsApp means WhatsApp, not to the public in the world. Huh. So everyone has this activity. Okay, you can apply a couple activities in your own marriage. Okay, but do not use relationship test in your own marriage. Okay, otherwise you will start fighting. And if you do that, and if you need any marriage counselor, WhatsApp me. I will allocate one marriage counselor to you. And if your spouse only needs marriage counseling and you don't need, still you can WhatsApp me. I will allocate one marriage counselor to your spouse. Because many people have this question: what if one person wants marriage counseling and another doesn't want? Right? Don't feel bad. It may be that your spouse wants marriage counseling, not necessarily because you are a bad person, but because your spouse has eagerness to take a relationship to a next level. Yeah. Always remember 2 things. Number one, do not take the photo of relationship test sent to the client. That is a least involvement, least engagement. So you ask the relationship test one question and write answers by you. And any of your notes do not give to the client, even if client insists. Okay, they cannot force you. They cannot put gun on your head and say, "I want your notes." You say, "It is my policy not to give notes." Whomsoever is giving you notes, you can go to them. Okay, right? Don't say by mistake, go to hell. Yeah, go to them. Yeah, okay. You say that to your not to clients. Good, good. You should reserve that segment only for. Huh. Yeah, Kanchan was going to type something and suddenly she stopped. Yeah. Your husband needs marriage counseling. Don't feel bad. It's okay. Huh. It's not that if one person wants marriage counseling, it means the other person is bad here. What is this? You are being prejudiced. You have to be non-prejudiced, scientific, non-judgmental, non-biased. Yes, psychotherapy. Yes. So in psychotherapy program, what you learn, you learn how to identify uh, the deep-rooted cause of certain beliefs, trust issue, relationship issues, certain fears, unknown fears, some defense mechanism, your anxiety, stress, depression. These are superficial symptoms. Okay, how to identify what is the root cause, which memory, which incidences, and to go back to those and heal those memories, heal them. So how is memory stored? Memory stored in form of images, right? So you want to replace those images, and these images are stored in form of synapses, neurochemical synapses. So you change those synapses, you change those images, you change those, then you will change defense mechanisms. You change their habits, you change their perception about you or about life. Okay. And so this psychotherapy, it helps for resolving many issues. Someone has a fear, trust, relationship issues, right? Nightmares, anxiety, stress, depression. These are superficial symptoms. Okay, to heal them, there are techniques. So those techniques you will learn in Sunday program, psychotherapy. So 10:30 to 12, I give the demo of each technique. You observe me, then you can practice on your clients, and you experience the effect of those techniques. Okay. How many of in this marriage batch are in the psychotherapy Sunday class? How is your, yeah, write down in the chat, because people cannot see your hands. Yeah, you're there. Very good. Very good. Yeah. Sure. Hey, Manisha Trivedi, you are not in Sunday, my dear. Huh. Yes, others are there. Kanchan, you are in Monday, psychology counseling, not psychotherapy. Yeah. So Ritu, Dr. Ritu, you can WhatsApp me. I will help you for that. You can make the payment and you can join the class. And how many of you are in my internship for life clients, managing the life client? Even if your cycle has not started, you have enrolled for it. Kanchan Gaur, you have taken my internship? No. Why you wrote me? Huh? So you like writing me? Acha. It's a short form. Oh, Advocate Rishmi. Yeah, I will. I will. Okay. No worries. So take your time. Okay. If you want to practice on your live plans, you can go with that. Any question anyone has? We'll end this. My original plan was to have a half-hour session, then go outside. But all of you are so amazing. The interaction is so nice with each one of you. That's why I prolonged the session. Yes, Harsha. Can we? No, wrong question, Harsha. Correct question is, sir, can I join the internship? So because Harsha, my dear, you are going to pay only for yourself. Okay. You're not going to pay for the whole class. So you can join. There is a simple step. WhatsApp. WhatsApp me. I explain you. You make payment. Start internship. Yeah. All those people who are appearing for yeah. Right. So all those people, it's a direct message. So all those people who are going for August exam, read the book 2 times. Okay. 35 questions will be application based. Long questions. Answer is MCQ pattern, but it will confuse you if you are not read the book well. Okay. I have been telling people that couple activity questions will not be there. Yes, questions will not be there, but application will be there. You are killed now, sir. So you need to read that couple activity book also, not only for your practice, but also for exam. Okay. And anyone scoring good mark, highest mark, I mean, will get the outstanding student award. Okay. Who wants outstanding student award, right? Okay, write your name. Yeah. Write your name, outstanding student award, Saujanya awards, very good. That's good aspiration. Smriti, very good. Okay. Preeti, Harsha, very good. I will try. Preeti, Disha, Dr. Ritu has already failed. Okay. Vinny, Pooja, Manisha failed. Okay. Good. So the thing was, I asked very simple question. Who wants outstanding student award? Write your name. And all of those who wrote their names, they will get. Okay. Done. Yeah. Sometimes life is so easy. Yeah. And you, Elsie, very good, Elsie. Yes, your name is already there, Elsie. Okay. So sometimes life is so easy. You have to do something very easy, write your name. And people are like, okay, no worries. Next try. Still you can try. Life is not hopeless. Don't worry. Niti, come on. You are already going to get, you know. But Niti, you need to write English. Okay. Your spelling I will write down now. This is your correct spelling. Okay. All capital is a wrong spelling. Hmm. Pritima. Okay, Dr. Pritima. Fine. So people are awakening. They are having awakening now. So number one step to get outstanding student award is you have to pass the exam. I mean, pass the exam with good score and read the book to have that. Okay. But irrespective, everyone who has written their name today will get. Okay. You have to do is remind me after your exam. Send me a score and say that, sir, you have promised to give me outstanding. Done. Okay. So there are some students who become very favorite of, right? So they know that they are going to get, like Elsie knows, Nidhi knows, Shalu knows, Vinny. Okay, these are Pooja already, yes. Okay, you don't need to write. Then Smriti, Priti, okay. Then Vinny, I have taken your name. So there are students who are always in touch, they're discussing. So they become favorite. You don't need to inform, no one cares, my dear Soji. Huh? So if you join, do not join, you leave the session in middle, no one cares, no need to inform. Silently leave, no need for attention, no celebrations. Yes, Elsie. Yes, good. So, okay, so Dr. Pritima, just for Dr. Pritima, I will answer this. Okay, test is from 17th to 25th August, and you will get the exam link by 17th. If you don't get by 17th, next day 18th, you will WhatsApp your name, your email, and your codes, and wait. Then you will get. And before sending that WhatsApp, you check whether you have received the link. You can open the email, you can read the instructions, but as soon as you click the link, your exam will start. You can appear the exam before 25th, day or night or any time. Okay, 1 hour. So as soon as you click the link, your timer starts. Before completion of 1 hour, you have to submit your all answers. There is no negative mark, 50 questions, 1 minute, one question. And okay, so 35 will be application based. For reading the question, it will take 1 minute. To understand the question, it will take 30 seconds. To answer the question, it will take 5 seconds. So 1 30 second, 95 seconds are already gone for one question. And there are 50 questions. So you do not have time to open the book, right? All of you, right? Vinny is like, oh my God, itna locha hai kya? Right? Yes. So you are appearing for marriage counseling exam. Huh? So marriage itself is so difficult. How can exam be easy? Yeah? Okay. So we meet Sunday for psychotherapy, Monday for counseling, and Wednesday for this marriage counseling. Okay. See you then. Have a great time. Um, those who still have questions for exam, they can check their WhatsApp. Okay. 2 days, 3 days, okay, 2 weeks back or 1 week back, I have sent you exam brief video. Watch it. Okay. And still, if you have doubts, you can talk to me. Monday to Friday, 1 to 5 p.m. After 5 p.m., no WhatsApp. If you have emergency, go to your nearest hospital. Okay. Right. Okay. Thank you, everyone. Yeah, some of you they can talk. Yeah, anytime.